First of all, any fans of Sheer Terror out there, check out my glass. I know you've seen it on Instagram, but it's still my favorite glass. It's one of the very few that I kept in my move. I had to keep it. Oh, that's good. That's really good. That's this guy right here. The ketogenic meal replacement, perfect macros. It does have exogenous ketones in it, so if that's not your thing right now, then avoid it. But if you are in tune with the benefits of exogenous ketones, you know I have previously spoken against exogenous ketones, but I've since come around. Check out ketogenic.com. They've done a couple posts about how exogenous ketones can benefit your ketogenic diet. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. So that's not what this video is about. I promised when I moved that I would get some video of reactions of my family when they saw me after my weight loss, and realistically I couldn't do that because my parents picked me up from the airport at 3 a.m. I wasn't about to just stick a camera in their face at 3 a.m. I'm sorry, you know, I mean, I'm sure most of you understand that I already had to deal with flight delays. I was already running late, and you know, they were so generous to come and pick me up from the Philadelphia airport, you know, so early in the morning or so late at night for my mom, early in the morning for my dad. Also, I went to my brother's house at 7 in the morning to see the kids before some of them had to go back to their mom's house, so I wasn't able to get any video of that either. They were pleasantly surprised, and they're all excited to have me home, and I haven't had a day of rest since I got home, because even on the days that I'm not working or I'm not doing anything, you know, productive for myself, they come over and they want to play with me, and they want to ride bikes around the block, and I love it so much. I love having these kids around that I can be active with. It's been incredible for me, for my mental health and for my physical health. But I was able to sit down with the older kids and get some interviews with them, so to speak. Just ask them a few questions about how they felt about my transformation. Hopefully, you know, some of this can help you guys. My nephew CJ, he said some things that really, it almost made me cry, to be completely honest with you. I can remember feeling the way that he feels when I was younger, and part of my mission right now is trying to make sure that no kid ever feels the way that I felt when I was younger, and the way that he seems to be feeling. And I don't support children ever seeing themselves in this light, and I don't support negative self-talk for people of any age. Let's just get to the videos, and then I'll interrupt when I need to. Tell them who you are.
Hey, I'm Jackson.
How do you know me?
Oh, Matt's my uncle.
Like, they can't tell that anyway? Is that your brother?
Yep.
Captain Whiteface up there? What do you remember about me before I came home?
So, he used to live in Texas, and he's really fun.
I'm really fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was I more fun before I lost weight? Or am I more fun now?
You're more fun now.
I'm more fun now. Why?
Just because you do a lot more with us and ride your bike a lot.
I do a lot more active stuff. I do a lot more fun stuff. What do you think of my weight loss?
I really like it.
Yeah. Why?
Because you play around a lot more.
Yeah. Is it healthier for me too?
Yeah.
Awesome. You have anything else that you want to say to my followers?
Yeah.
You know you're going to see this too.
I know.
What do you want to say to everybody that's following you now?
BJ Paul. I'm Gina.
Unique thing that you have that CJ and Jackson don't have is that you only met me once before I came back, right? And what did you think of me then?
Chubby.
I was chubby, yeah. But I was still fun, right? One of your favorite uncles, right?
You're the only uncle.
So that means by default I'm the favorite. What changed about me when I came back?
You were a lot skinnier. You are more energetic.
What does that do for you?
It makes me know that you're healthy, and now you can live longer.
That's true. That's entirely true. That's a whole new take, isn't it? So, would you say that you prefer me the way that I am now, or the way that I was before I lost weight?
The way that you are now.
Yeah. Was there anything that you wanted to say to my YouTube subscribers before we end this?
Yes.
What's that? Hello.
Please subscribe to this channel. Turn on your post notifications.
There you go.
Every
See, she knows. She knows exactly what to say. That's right. Let's take this moment to say, guys, if you like these videos, I want you to like, share, and subscribe because I'm back here in New Jersey with my nieces and nephews, and I'm going to be making a lot more videos with them. So if you want to see them a little bit more, like this little YouTube star over here, this is Jackson. You're going to see a lot of him in my videos, I think, because he's just going to steal my GoPro and start making videos. You're going to see a lot of her because she's a cheerleader.
So if you want to see like four videos of my old YouTube channel, or if it's still on YouTube.
So anyway, while we're still working on this, if you want to see more of my videos with this little booger that keeps trying to hijack my videos, or my niece Gina and CJ and Jackson, well, Jackson's right here, and Danny, you met Danny before, then like, share, and subscribe this channel, and not his channel, my channel, okay? And I promise you'll see more of him if you comment in there that you want to see more of him. But if you say, I don't want to see any more of that Jackson fella, I'll make sure he doesn't end up in my videos too. Closer to me. Stay right there. Okay. What's your name? Who are you?
Danny.
And how do you know me, Danny? Am I your uncle?
Yes.
Yes. Your uncle what?
Uncle Stinky Feet.
You call me Uncle Stinky Feet still? What I want you to do is I want you to tell them what you remember about me from, remember when I came and visited on your birthday? What do you think of me now about the differences now that I'm thinner?
It's good.
Yeah. Why is that?
Because it's fun.
Yeah. You like hanging out with me more now? Because I play with you and I'm a lot happier and I like to have fun with you guys now. I ride around the block 100 times with you guys. So, do you have anything that you want to say to the people that are going to watch this?
Yes.
What's that?
I need to show you guys around my yard.
You want to show them around the yard? Okay, Danny's going to show you guys around the yard real quick.
This is my baseball. And of course, hi Daddy! That's my daddy. And then, of course, this is my playland. Where it has sand. And where it has a bucket. Of course, this ball. The ball. Stand. Just for when we get out, we get to watch it. I'm turning YouTube around. This is my dad. This is my daddy. And this is me. And of course, this is my bike. I mean, CJ's bike. And this is our cup.
Tell me the story about the first time you saw one of my YouTube videos.
I said there was no way that I was my Uncle Matt because he couldn't even make the first mile without having to sit down and take a rest.
What do you think? What kind of differences do you see in me now?
I see a whole bunch. He can actually ride a bike now. He can walk without waddling. He is a lot more skinnier and he's more active now. He's also very much happier because he's not worrying about his weight or anything.
Is it more fun to have an uncle who is more willing to play and run around with you and everything?
Yeah, if you would have said, no, I think I'm gonna pass this time.
Yeah.
You wanna say hi?
Tell them who that is.
This is Carly, my little sister.
Is there anything else that you wanted to say to my followers?
Yeah. If you're on the heavy-weighted side and you're trying to do everything that Matt does, try your best because I honestly want to try that because I feel like I'm too fat.
Wait. This kid is about to be 10. And he already feels like he's too fat. Like I said already, I will never support that kind of negative self-talk in anybody. And you better believe after I got done with this video, after I was done filming it, I talked to him about those feelings that he has about himself. And I made it clear to him that if he does want to become more healthy, then I'm more than happy to do more active things with him. I'm not going to enforce a diet on him. I am going to try to positively influence him, but I will also positively influence him to be more active and do more things with me. I invited him on bike rides and hikes and all that kind of stuff.
And then I could be able to do more physical activities because I couldn't even make it through half of a football game.
We'll get you there, won't we?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. You give me a high five?
As a matter of fact, I get tired by the time that I hit second base if I get a home run.
I used to do that too. I used to try to hit home runs so I wouldn't have to run as fast as I could around the bases. So there it is. That's the whole reason why I wanted to bring this video to you guys is This is a child who, you know, he's the most positive and loving and one of the smartest. I mean, my nephews and nieces all take after me. They're all very smart. I don't know if you could hear it when I tried to high five him, but I was choked up. I almost cried at that moment, and you know, it was definitely eye-opening for me, because I remember in this very room, I remember laying in my bed and thinking to myself, like, if I could just, you know, lose weight, if I could just be skinnier, I would be happier. And that's something, you know, first of all, let's get into the idea of body positivity and stuff like that. And, you know, nobody should ever feel that way, ever. But it comes along with the kind of problems that you have when you're growing up with an unhealthy attitude about life and an unhealthy body. And you just develop this poor self-attitude and this poor self-talk, and it takes a lot of time to come back from that. That's something that I'm trying to influence people now, and it's an ongoing theme throughout all of my social media. It's an ongoing theme throughout my YouTube and my Instagram and anything else that I have, my Facebook, my Matt Burns Fat Facebook. Let's address it now before it becomes too much of an issue for us. With my nephew, with anybody in your life, if you want to talk to them now, find the positive way to do it and sit them down and talk to them. Okay, believe it or not, almost all people who are unhealthy with their lifestyles, and I'm not even going to say overweight, because you can be overweight and healthy. It's that simple. I mean, I don't care about weight. I care about mental health, and I care about physical health. I don't care how much you weigh. If you're healthy, you're healthy, you know? But if you don't think of yourself as healthy, if you say that I can't even get through half a football game, or I can't make it a mile, or I can't do this, or I can't do that, then something needs to change, whether it be your self-attitude, your self-worth, or your physical health. And that's what I'm going to dedicate the next few months that I'm home, the next 8 months that I'm home, to helping my nephew have more self-worth. Because I was where he is, and I don't want to see anybody that I love in that position. I spent a lot of time there, and it was hard. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Tune in next week or so when I talk to my parents, if I can convince them to sit down and let me talk to them, and maybe even my grandparents and my brother and anybody else who is willing to talk about it. I love you guys. Be safe.